Hey guys, it's me, StockMat1998 here, and I'm here commentating over round 3 for Season 2 of the F1 2009 Career Mode Series. Here we are with the Chinese Grand Prix, and this is the start of Benny bringing on guests for this series just to spice things up a little bit. Yeah, so it should be quite enjoyable, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. So, for the Chinese Grand Prix, Benny qualified on pole position in his Red Bull, just ahead of Button and his teammate Mark Webber. Today, Benny's looking to get back on track and picking up a victory after a disappointing finish last time out in Malaysia, finishing in 5th. That was interrupted by rain, but as you can see there by the weather forecast, 0% chance of rain, and a race length of 14 laps. Let's do this. So, the lights are illuminated above the drivers now, and it is lights out and away we go here at the Shanghai International Circuit. Benny gets an okay start, but Button gets an awesome start, and the AI are very quick off the start compared to F1 2013, let's say. Now going through these tight, twisty corners. I think Benny's going to be looking to get Jensen Button back at, at the first chance possible, because obviously losing out on the lead turn 1 is disappointing, but I think Benny will be looking to get back on track here as we skip later on into the lap. And now he's going to brake very late here, and he actually taps Button out of the way, getting a black and white flag as he does so. Quite a bit of contact there, but nevertheless Benny is up into P1, just ahead of the two bronze of Button and Barrichello respectively. So that was brilliant from Benny, managing to get the lead back straight away after a disappointing start. But on to lap 7, the first stint seemed to be quite a quiet one, and Benny is into the pits now with Hamilton and Glock actually just behind. Kind of a shock really. I think they're both doing one stops today. But anyway, puts the tyres on. The tops on F1 2009 are quite long, but let's see how long this one is. Okay, so it's quite long, isn't it? 18.4 seconds, not a great stop. And that's Button ahead, and maybe even Massa as well. Yes, Massa is through, and Benny must be looking to dispatch Massa as soon as possible, as Massa is on a different strategy to Benny, and I don't think he's pitted yet. I don't think he has anyway. But here we go. Benny going to look to use some curves, perhaps. Yes, he is using curves, maybe to try and get Massa. But the straight line speed of the Red Bull is really good compared to the AI, and Massa couldn't defend against Benny there because his straight line speed in his Red Bull was too good for the Ferrari. Now skipping on to lap 8, I believe Massa is regaining some of that straight line speed from the slipstream of Benny's Red Bull, and Massa, a bit of a dive bomb there to be fair. He outbroke himself, locked up, and yeah, Benny is back up into P6. Here we go on to lap 11, Benny making his second scheduled stop. I'm kind of surprised that the first stop took 18.4 seconds considering the fact that he was only on the track on that set of you need to be filled up for 4 or 5 laps. But here we go now. The stop should be much shorter, only 8.3, and Lewis Hamilton is back into the lead with Timo Glock in second, so he has to get past those guys in order to win this race, as obviously they're doing a one stop, but he gets past Heikki Kovalainen with ease there. Just the straight line speed is just so much greater. The straight line speed seems quite OP on F1 2009, but here we go. With Timo Glock, but Timo Glock, he's got a pretty poor exit, but it looks like Benny might be using some of his curves, the remainder of his curves in fact, and will he be able to go around the outside here? No, he's going to switch to the inside, hits Glock out of the way, and as Glock's still on the inside, I'm not too sure. No, he isn't, and Benny is up into P2. Now it's just Lewis Hamilton catch as we are entering the hairpin on the penultimate lap, entering the final lap now, and we're going to see whether Benny can overcome and pass Lewis Hamilton to take the victory here in China after a disappointing result last time out in Malaysia. Obviously Benny finishing in 1st in Australia, but unfortunately only 5th in Malaysia, so let's just hope that he can win here in China. But anyway, Lewis Hamilton coming round through those corners, he's run a bit wide and Benny's going to take full advantage of that, and I think Benny has got the lead, and if he can maintain this and handle the pressure, I really do think Benny can pick up his second victory of the season in his Red Bull car to really impress Christian Horner and the team. But anyway, I think if Benny can, I think Hamilton, he is 8 tenths behind. Unless Benny can get some good exit out of these corners, get some good straight line speed, use his curves, I don't think Lewis Hamilton will really have any fight to Benny. So just going through the track now, China really just consists of tight twisty corners with obviously the long straight right at the end of the lap, and obviously the hairpin, very easy to lock up. But yeah, China personally for me not a great track. I don't really like driving it on games. I don't really like races there in real life. Obviously this season in real F1, the Chinese Grand Prix was probably the worst of the season by quite a long way. I give it a very low 2 out of 10. I was going to say 10 out of 10 there by accident, but yeah, 2 out of 10. And I think Lewis Hamilton is just too far behind, but a brilliant result for McLaren with Lewis Hamilton finishing in 2nd, considering it is the 2009 season, and also Timo Glock finishing in 3rd for Toyota. So yeah, that will really boost their chances, and sort of boost their confidence into developing their car further, and perhaps even making their car a race-winning car. So this strategy has definitely worked out for those guys today. But nevertheless, Benny is going to come around the final corner to win the Chinese Grand Prix. What a fantastic drive. Had to do one more stop than the guys behind him, Hamilton, Glock and Kovalainen, but he still managed to win the race, which is amazing. And Hamilton in second, Glock in third, and fourth place is Kovalainen, so an excellent result for McLaren. Fantastic. Buemi in fifth, and Rosberg in sixth, Bourdais in seventh, and Webber rounds out the points. So only 1 point for Webber there in 8th place, and Button didn't get any points, which might be quite crucial for the championship. And as we're looking at the championship, we're looking at the final race classification. But yeah, brilliant result there for McLaren and Toro Rosso. Obviously Benny getting them by 1.6 seconds in the end. As you can see, the driver's standings, Benny is pretty much dominating, 11 points ahead of Jenson Button, who didn't score any points today actually, so that really does benefit Benny. And yeah, so hopefully Benny can maintain this form and, sort of keep the momentum going into Bahrain, I think is the next track. As you can see there, Alonso not on any points at all, so he is having a really bad season. Same with Felipe Massa. And Red Bull leading the constructors by 10 points back to Brawn GP, so that is the equivalent to 1 race win in this 2009 season. But anyway guys, if you have enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to Benny's channel. I'm sure a link to my channel will be in the description if you haven't heard of me already. But anyway, I'll see you next time guys, and you'll see you with Benny. Bye bye.